Hello friends, today we are going to learn the next part of that is a product design engineering unit number 4 that is related with the environmental concerns. In this video, the first part we are going to deal with the waste management and the disposal of product and waste we can continue with the second video. Myself Mr. SP Udgave, Assistant Professor and Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Hyderabad. So first, the learning objectives to understand the waste management and to know the disposal of waste. These are the two basic objectives we are going to learn in this video, and learning objectives through which the learning outcomes we are getting, that is a student should be able to explain the waste management and he or she should be able to aware the method of disposal. So numbers of disposal methods are available, and continuously with time to time they are going to change, and with the new technology the methods of disposals are most important for the waste management. To aware the all the methods those are related with the waste management we are going to study in this video. The waste management shall mean the collection, transport and recovery of disposal of waste, including the supervision of such operations and the aftercare of disposal sites. However, the newer concept of waste management talk about reduce, reuse and recycle of waste over the above waste disposal. In waste management, basically the collection of the waste from industry, agriculture, household and numbers of parts we can collect the waste, and that waste is transported. In that they can classify it into two categories, dry and wet. Again, in that, in solid waste they classify into the decomposable and non-decomposable. In decomposable we can categorize that is plastic and the particular glass, and that is a non-recyclable waste, and recyclable that is a wastage from the that is a decomposes, means agriculture, hotel, they can produce the recyclable or the decomposable waste. And disposable of waste, that is a we can that is a with supervision such operation we can complete, and after care of that disposal sites, it is a most important. And this wastage is year by year going increasing. So to reduce that waste we can use 3 R's, that is a reduce, reuse and recycle of waste. Waste management, it is all those activities action required to manage waste from inception to its final disposal. This includes, amongst other things, collection, transport, treatment and disposal of waste, together with monitoring and regulation. All the things, that is a collection from the start to transport, treatment. So numbers of treatments from the categories, and after treatment we are going to that dispose to the different ways. So disposal of waste together, that is a monitoring and regulation, that is also comes under the waste management. It also that is encompasses the legal and regulatory framework the relates to waste management, and encompassing and guidance of the recycling. That is a with the regulatory act and framework we can go through the waste management. So government have given some the acts the industry they can follow, and through that acts they will dispose the waste. So waste management environmental effects that will affect the surface water contamination and groundwater contamination, chemicals or particularly products those are non-decomposable. They are affects the water and contaminate, and soil contamination, air contamination. These are the different environmental effects occurs due to the waste, and economic effect, municipal well-being and recycling revenue. That is the economic effects of the waste. We are going to use the reducing solid waste, the three R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce means that is a buy less, buy products that use less packaging or that last longer. Reuse means use reusable, rechargeable, refillable, etc. Recycling, reusing materials or recovering valuable materials from waste or scrap. So that is the basic principle of reuse, re reduce and recycle. This is the flow diagram in which there is a first reduce by as much as possible the amount of toxicity of material that enters the solid waste, and also the impact on environment producing in the first place. Reuse ensures that that is a material or products are reused many times as possible before entering the solid waste stream. We can take the example of reuse. So plastic bottles we are going to throw after single use, that can use reuse for the numbers of things, for that is a for construction side, or particularly we can use that bottles to plant the trees. Numbers of things we can do with that is a reusing the components or the plastic materials and recycle as much material as possible. So recovery as much as material and energy from the solid waste stream as possible through the application of technology and residual management provide safe and effective residual management. Once the solid waste stream has been reduced through the application of technology. These are three R's we can use to reduce, reuse, recycle, and residual management. It is done. So maximum we can reduce the and recycle and reuse the waste. So that will create the revenue. What is the it means of three R's? The three principles that constitute the known symbol of three R's are reduce, reuse, recycle. The selective collection of municipal solid waste process is helping the policy of three R's. Reduce the amount of waste produced in each house through a small gesture, as for example, purchase products without packaging, reducing the amount of waste that goes to the container. Reuse, that is a return using the same product even if it is for different purpose. Some examples may pass through the use of sheets of paper on both sides, use of batteries recharge or rechargeable batteries we can use. Recycle, that is a transforming the materials used in new materials. This will be the last resort where it is not possible to reduce and reuse. The first one of 3 hours, that is a recycle, saves the limited natural resources and prevents the greenhouse gases emission and water pollutants, save energy, provides raw materials for industry and create jobs, saves land, fills, saves waste and reduce the wastage, that is recycling waste. We can see the image in this, the carpet waste and the cutouts and rejects we can use for the low cost drugs. Also extrusion and backing of cut waste we can use for the plastic tables and chairs we can manufacture with the extrusion and backing of cuts waste. Waste and fabrics we can use for the carpet under delay, and ash, that is we can use to manufacture the bricks and low cost housing. For that we can use the ash. Cardboard and paper waste is recycled and generated or manufactured the paper waste recycling from the industry. For example, that is a recycle biopaper. This box, it is a made up of, that is a biopolymer casing, that is recycled paper, packaging, printing with soy based ink, and online instruction manual, that is Energy Star rated with rated charger. How can we help recycle or stop polluting? Try to know to litter and straight, that is throw garbage to the special recycling place. Try to separate was in different categories or for the people in recycling center work for efficiently. Try not to waste or make bad use of polluting resource such as gasoline and the other gas emissions. Recycling purpose. The purpose of recycling is to prevent useful material resources being waste, reduce the consumption of raw materials and energy uses, avoid gas emissions, and conserve the environment by recycling. Next is the waste reduction. Make double-sided copies of paper at the time of print. Circulate the memos and documents and periodicals through online method we can use to reduce the paper wastage. Use durable cups and silverwares. Proofread, that is a proofread documents on, that is a computer screen. For proofreading, continuously we are using the papers and printing. For that purpose we can use the computer screen. And purchase, that is a merchandise and with minimal packaging or order in bulk. Read periodicals online and send e-cards. Nowadays in lockdown we are going to take the test of mid semester exam test, online test, and that is reduce the use of paper, and also that is helps in reduction in waste. Reduce, what is it? That is a waste reduction or prevention is preferred approach to waste management. If it is not created, it does not have to be discarded. An example of waste reduction is reducing unnecessary packaging from manufactured products and produce. Third, that is a reuse. Reuse envelopes, reuse single-sided papers for scratch paper, reuse foam peanuts and other packaging material, use remanufactured or surplus office equipments, use rechargeable batteries, use rechargeable fax and printer cartridges, compost grass, that is a clipping and food waste, donate toys and other items to charity. So reusable materials or durable materials we are going to reuse and reduce the waste through the, that is reusing the extra surplus, that is the equipments in office or particularly at home or industry. We can reuse the every product and we reduce the waste. Reuse is defined as capable of being used again. Here are some ideas of things that you can reuse. When warping, that is a present, that is option of reusable gift, or the instead of, that is a wrapping paper. The when grocery and shopping, use reusable, that is a cloth bag instead of, that is a plastic. And when, that is a cleaning, the use of cloth to wipe the things down instead of, that is a paper towels. Simple changes just like these can make, that is a huge impact on the environment. One of the best example, that is a train coach can use as a bridge. This is the best example of recycle instead of, that is a wasting money and sources. We should focus on the things which can be reused. Next, alternatives. We can use the bamboo bottles are a great alternative to the plastic bottles and are biodegradable too. And Sikkim state in India has already introduced, that is a use of that is a biodegradable bamboo water bottles and completely banned the use of plastic bottles. So one of the best example of alternative, reduce the waste of plastic. It is continuously using plastic bottles, that is also harms the human body and the, that is affects on the affects the environment also, and that is replaced with the bamboo bottles. Next, waste hierarchy chart, in which, that is a reduce waste in first place, that is a bulk reduction in disposal, that is a avoidance and the minimization, and reuse, recovery, recycling and bulk reduction of disposal, it is done with the higher to lower, and that is a dimensioning, that is a landfill, that is a space and building new infrastructure. Most effort, that is a but in minimum, that is a return, least effort but maximum return. So we are going to high to low, or in this we are getting the high, that is a returns, maximum returns with the least efforts, that is minimization of waste. It is a best thing before, that is a doing or creating the waste. Next stage, that is a reuse, recovery, recycling. Second stage, after generating waste, we can use this stage to recovery and recycling. And if it is not possible, that is a bulk reduction and disposal, that is the last stage, we can get the higher returns. And that is the most effort, that is the minimum returns at the lowest, because we require to again recycle from the bottom to top. So numbers of stages is required to create the new product again. So this waste hierarchy, it is a good example for the, we can reduce the wastage. The sources of wastage, that is a household, and the industry produce the waste. Sources of waste is agriculture and fisheries. From household and industry as well as agriculture and fisheries, then we can classify the waste in numbers of categories: degradable, non-degradable, in which wet, dry, and plastic, glass, decomposable waste we can classify, and we can reuse, recycle, and reduce that waste. So this chart shows the sources of wastage. So 5.2%, that is a wood waste. Next, glass having 5.9%, 10.4% food waste from hotels, 9.4% wastage from plastics, 7.7% wastage that is from metals, 13.4% that is from the yard waste, 38.1 that is a percent wastage from the paper board, and 9.9% that is from the other. Thank you. Stay connected for the next video.